Life can be a wild ride, and sometimes you just need a mom to talk to.
That's where I come in. I'm a shoulder to lean on, and I have a little bit of life wisdom.
And then I'm the girl that's going to be on this wild adventure with you, going through the ups and downs through life.
Life's a journey, and we're just to make it a little brighter and lighter for you.
So grab your favorite drink, whether that's wine or water, and join us every single week as we dive into the different facets of life.
Because in this space, you're never alone.
You can always call your mom.
Never been the right time, like we're holding back the storyline. And I'm waiting at the end of the night, thinking of you.
Welcome to the first episode of the Call Your Mom podcast. We are so excited you're here. We are talking about something that everyone struggles with.
Oh my gosh, this is something that you and I actually were struggling with the last weekend or last week.
Yeah. So today we're talking about body image. Okay, you have gone through so many ups and downs in your life, from children to the divorce. I know we haven't gone to that. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But what's one thing you would say to girls about who are maybe struggling with their body image, or, are scared to go outside, scared to go have fun, and because they're stopped by the way they look or the way they feel in their body?
I think that's so valuable that my own mom told me, was that you're never going to be the age you are again. So you're never going to be 27. You're not going to be that age again. So just enjoy it wherever you're at in your life. Wear what you want to wear, enjoy your life, and have fun with it. And don't let how you feel about your body stop you from going and enjoying your life and making memories that are going to last a lifetime, because our bodies change and it goes up and down, but you can't ever have this turn back.
That's so true. Actually, just this last weekend, when Johnny was leaving, it was his last time he's going to be here, right? And I was already struggling finding things to wear, right? Because my weight has personally fluctuated a lot in the last year because of stress and things that I was going through. And finally, I was just I looked at him, I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw on something I know already looks good, and I'm just going to go have fun and not even think about it, right? Because I feel like we allow the way we look to stop us so many times in life. You miss out on that, that vacation with your friends, or, maybe that photo with your husband or whatever it is. And sometimes it's also not up, right? Sometimes it's just the clothes.
100%. Oh my gosh. As you were talking, I was thinking about when we went shopping just this last time, and you wanted to buy these pants. And literally, you got the same 3 pairs of pants, the same sizes, all 3 pairs, same brand, same exact pants. And they all said the same size inside. And what happened?
They all did not fit, or one did fit perfectly, actually. One didn't even go up, and then one wouldn't button. And I was like, are these different sizes? Remember?
Yeah.
And I kept on looking at them, these are the same exact pants.
I even went out and looked for more, because I thought, am I just crazy? Because remember, I went and bought them for you. So I just thought, what's going on here?
Yes. So I think actually half the times, more times than not, some clothes are just actually manufactured wrong.
Yeah.
And the size is not correct.
Yeah.
It's probably happening more times than not, because they do manufacture things high. It depends on where you're buying from, obviously. We'll get into that. Nobody much. But yeah, it was the same pant. Did not fit. It was totally awful, which leads me into shopping online.
Right. Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started.
We were just doing this the other day.
Yeah. So when you go into the store, my thing is nothing is as cute as online. But then shopping online is frustrating, because you have to buy 2 of everything, because you don't know what size you're going to be, because you know what I mean? Yeah. Because things are going to be, you can't try it on. And so then you're having to ship everything to your house and then ship it back or whatever. And it's kind of like a guessing game.
Yeah, it really is. And also, every single brand size fits differently.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So this last weekend, I bought a dress, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And I really loved it. And I was so excited to get it. I actually bought 2 different sizes, because I knew, I was like, okay. So I tried on the larger size, and it was an extra large, and it literally fit like a small. It was like a child's dress on me. It was hilarious.
It was tiny. Like she could not walk outside because her skirt was way too short.
So small.
And she's like, I love this, but it's too short. I'm
Yeah.
like, tall people problems, right?
Oh, 100%. But it's like, it's so frustrating going into a store and hoping to find things that are going to be just as cute online.
Yep.
And I know you struggle with that.
Oh, I struggle with that all the time. I struggle with that all the time, especially because I have fashion friends who are very fashionable. They are. I love them so much. And I'm like, I want to look just as cute as you do. So I like try to shop where they're shopping, try to figure out. And I'm like, leads to another point. Shopping is expensive. The new stuff online is expensive. So then you don't want to buy 2 different sizes because you're like, oh my gosh, I want to buy this dress, but it's $250 for this dress. That's $500. Like, and you don't even know which one you're going to keep.
Oh, 100%.
It's crazy.
Oh, 100%.
And to do that often for the same, like, occasions every month or every, like, you can't, that's a lot of money.
Absolutely. And it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time.
Yeah. So it's like the frustration of like not being able to try on clothes is like, it makes it like 10 times worse, right?
I think it makes it so much harder. My frustration right now is there's been seasons in my life where I'm like, yeah, a little croppy top. Okay, I'm good with that. Like, I look cute or whatever. That's not my season right now, and I'm so good with it. It's fine. But like, where are all the shirts that have a bottom half? That's been my biggest struggle. And I'm not the only woman that is saying this. Like, I have so many friends, and even your friends are like, yeah, I'd like a whole shirt, please. Yeah, that's been one of my biggest things right
We
now.
were actually shopping the other day, me and my friend Ari and Sasha. We were like going through and we're like, where are the shirts? Like, where are the other half of their shirts? Like, we're like, we know we're young. Like, we're like, okay, we want to maybe wear a crop top with like high-waisted jeans or a skirt or whatever. Of course, those are occasions. We're like, we also want tops that like go all the way down too as well. Like, it's not always has to be a crop top, right?
No, totally. We don't all want to walk around like Winnie the Pooh. Like, yes, you know, he looks super cute and sometimes it is cute, but it's not an all the time kind of thing. So
Even like regular t-shirts or regular like tank tops, the struggle of finding just regular ones outside of Target.
oh yeah, totally.
Like Target's the only place that has like, you know, longer t-shirts or longer tank tops. But it all goes back to like body image and the way you're feeling and, you know, having to put on different clothes. And the majority of the time we have to go back and realize that it's actually maybe the clothes, not us.
100%. I think one of the things that I have a hard time with, and I know you've had a hard time with, is trying to dress for like my body type, like trying to figure myself out.
Yes. And then there's all these TikToks. You're a pear shape. You're this shape.
Oh my God.
You're the summer color. You're the winter color. And I'm like,
Oh, don't even get me started on social media and information because that is, I feel like so much noise. And I'm always like, oh my gosh, the other day I was going to go somewhere with my friend and I'm like, okay, so like skinny jeans are out, right? So I'm supposed to be wearing boot cut. And then thank goodness I have you because honestly, you like dress, like help keep me trendy a little bit. But like for the most part, I'd probably be wearing a lot of workout clothes.
that's okay.
Yeah, those, I can dress myself in workout clothes just fine.
Yep.
But trying to find like my body type and feel confident, I think it's, especially in the world of social media, you know, we're always taking photos and it's fun. And you want to feel your best, you know, you want to put that photo up and be like, yeah, I look cute with my friends, you know, so.
That's definitely true. Actually, what leads like with social media and body image, the trends of types of women's bodies go up and down.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like now clothes, like it's kind of back to like early thousands where we're trying to wear low cut jeans. But we need to get rid of the low cut jeans, ladies. They were never cute. They were never cute. They won't ever be cute. They're only cute on the teenagers.
Yeah.
No, the average woman does not look cute.
No.
So let's leave those past.
That, and I saw someone trying to bring back capris and I was a little concerned.
No, not the capri.
Yeah, I was like, she's like, if you're not wearing these, like, basically, I don't know about you. And I was like, I sent it to my friends and we were all like, no, do not bring the capris.
Imagine if they bring the gaucho. Is that how you say it?
Yes, gaucho pants.
Gaucho.
Don't bring the.
Okay, that was when I was like 10 years old.
Hey, but if you enjoy wearing those, like, I mean,
They are comfortable.
they're so comfortable.
I'm not going to wear them fashionably though.
Yeah.
I'm just in my house alone and
Yeah.
have a pair. But what I was saying is essentially like the whole focus goes ups and down, right? Like having the Kim Kardashian butt was the thing for the longest time. And now it's like going back to being super, super skinny.
Yeah.
And it's like women are now like gonna struggle with certain things and we can't see ourselves. And the fashion now, it's like before I was able to go get a size medium, but now I have to wear an extra large because it's like the clothes are teeny tiny. They're not meant for like a woman's body, which is really frustrating.
I feel it's so extra difficult for us as women to just embrace our bodies because social media has so many different trending things happening at all times. And there's so much perfection on there. There's so much perfection on there all the time where it's just like you're constantly looking at the best. I mean, no one's a minority of women are putting up the reality, right? And I salute them. I think that is so incredibly courageous and just amazing. But I think in the long run, we're constantly comparing ourselves to this image of perfection. And we're not able to just embrace the changes. Like after having children, I had you at 17. So I was this, skinny, hot little young thing. And then I had you and it was like a reality of like, what happened? Like my whole body changed and it was so hard for me. And I didn't have social media back then. So I can't even imagine what it's like for young mothers or any mother right now, because most women don't just snap back,
No, I actually have friends who've just had babies or have had babies for a year. And they're like, I'm tired. Like I can't go to the gym, but I feel like I have to go to the gym. Or I'm not the same. I don't look the same. And they're struggling. And I just want to look at them and say, you're beautiful. What you did was beautiful. Look at this little child that you brought into the world and you're raising and you're pouring your heart into. Don't allow yourself to be taking that joy away from you because of the way you look.
Well, and your body's a miracle. Like our bodies are so miraculous. And honestly, I think every day we need to remind ourselves not to let clothes define us, not to let trends define us, and not to let social media or anybody else define us, because our body is going to change constantly. It's like a river constantly flowing and we're always working on it. And sometimes we don't want to work on it. Sometimes we have other emotional things going on or whatever it is. But to not let all those things define us is the ultimate goal.
Yeah. Honestly, it comes back to what I've said a lot is like, what is your definition of success? Which I know could go with a lot of things, but this can go with your body image as well.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to define for your body image and how are you going to allow that to live out in your life? Are you going to allow it to define what you wear every single day? Are you going to allow it to define who you are, where you go, it's not fair to you. And then you end up crying actually in the corner because you're frustrated because you're like, nothing fits, nothing this, because you're trying to fit into a box, into a mold that's not you. And I think my whole entire life, you've done such a great job at allowing me to wear whatever I want. I mean, you have to tell the rain boots and the ladybug goggles real quick. You have to tell them about this.
Okay. So when Sierra was little, she was strong-willed, to say the least. And I just felt that clothing was just not an issue to go to war over. I mean, obviously, if she needed a jacket or something because it was cold, I was going to make you do that. Like, that's just obvious parenting. But for the most part, I kind of let her choose. So in the summertime, I had to run to the pet store and she wanted to wear these ladybug rain boots and this bright yellow sundress and her hair was a mess. And she wanted to wear these fishy goggles. They were like little goggles that were fishies and they were for swimming. And I just said, all right, let's go. And she just wore that with complete confidence. And that's the kind of confidence I wanted her to carry into adulthood. And I had no idea that social media was going to become a thing. And so magazines were a thing. And I remember a woman saying, I never had magazines in my house when my kids were growing up, my daughters and stuff, because I didn't want them to feel they needed to compare themselves. So I didn't subscribe to magazines or anything like that, because when I was a teenager, that's who I compared myself to, or the supermodels at the time. When you were a kid, I wanted you to have that confidence. And so I wanted you to know, like, I could pick out my clothes. I'm confident in who I am. And how, how I'm made.
Yeah. And honestly, we do that to this day.
Yeah.
I had one of my younger brothers. Let me tell you, he can wear anything. He can wear anything. He could, and it's funny because we've grown up that way. He let us wear whatever we'd like, do whatever we'd like, with our clothes and choose things out. And I mean, I've gone through all the trends. I remember, I think my freshman year in high school, I would have got a whole new wardrobe that was based off Spencer from Pretty Little Liars.
I remember that.
And I was like, do I want to be Spencer for Pretty Little Liars? Because I never wore those clothes, I'm going to be honest. But I was adamant about that. I don't know why, but it's funny because we go through these waves of trying to actually define who we are through our clothes. And we do that growing up. And we do that into adulthood. You do that with work. You do that with workout clothes. You do that with just life clothes, going with your friends. And it's kind of a way to express yourself. But it's difficult when the clothes don't fit you and not letting those emotions get to you and just expressing yourself with whatever fashion you want to wear, whether that is workout clothes all the time, because that's be lounge clothes all the time. Allow yourself to just be free in that and to have fun with it and not feel like you have to follow certain trends. You have to be the it girl. You have to be the mob wife. You have to be the clean girl aesthetic. Who cares? Do whatever you want. Be a hippie. It's all about what you're going to make of it and who you are. And that's something you've always poured into me.
Oh, I tried.
I think you succeeded.
I think one of the things you said that I love is that it's all about what makes you feel good and what makes you feel good in your skin. Because when you feel good, it literally radiates. And when you're trying to define yourself into an aesthetic that isn't your, I always say your jam, it shows. You're uncomfortable, you're tugging on your clothes, you're not feeling good. But when you dress for your body and like what makes you feel good, that's when you radiate that confidence and people are attracted to that.
Yeah, true. That is so true. And you've always told me that, actually.
And I just want to say, one of the trends that came back that made me so happy is a little bit of the 90s trends.
Yes, I know, because you used to wear your overalls and
My Doc Marten.
your Doc Martens and the cute little, like, what did you call them? The little shirts?
Oh, the baby doll tee.
The baby doll tees. You said, you're like, those are so cute.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, some of that stuff's so cute. I'm not wearing it, but yeah, just had to say I'm so happy it came back for your guys' generation.
But as we close this first podcast, ladies, and this whole podcast is about, having vulnerable conversations to help that you live your best, most confident life. And I understand as we're going through this, right, what all these girls are going through. And then you are giving your expert opinion because you've already gone through some of the things that we've gone through and learning, of course. But what would you want to say to these girls, right? What would you want to say to, things like people like me, the women who are struggling with maybe the way we look or the ups and downs of it, or maybe having babies, as I get into my late 20s into my 30s?
I think the first thing that comes to my mind is, and this isn't in a negative way, this is actually a positive thing. People aren't paying that much attention. We think people are just staring at us at the beach, staring at us in line in our shorts at Disneyland or wherever we're at. And the truth of the matter is, most people aren't giving it a second thought. They're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about what they're wearing. They're thinking about what they're doing and who they're with and enjoying their lives. So my advice would be, wear the shorts, wear the bikini, go have a great time with your girlfriends, get that sparkly dress, go kick up your heels, because you're not going to be this age again. And you're not going to be able to make those memories. And don't let clothes define you. And weight comes and goes, your skin changes. But at the end of the day, you can't go back in time and make those memories. So that would be my advice.
That was so magical. I have nothing else to say after that because that was perfect. That was amazing. And honestly, I love that you said that because that inspires me as, I keep on going and into the next couple of months and all the things that we have, from weddings to bachelorettes with my friends, and making the memories. Like my friend Shannon, for her bachelorette is coming up and I have known her for 20 years. I know, I love Shannon. 20 years? That makes me feel old. I know
It makes me feel, I've known her since second grade. She's been your best friend forever.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not going to let, things stand in my way, even if like I have a pit bull or something, right? I'm going to take what you said. And I hope many of these girls take what you said to heart and realize, yeah, they shouldn't let clothes or their body image define them. And they should just go out and make those memories.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys, that's it for this week's episode. We can't wait to see you next week. If you have any topics that you want to hear from us or you have questions, anything like that, leave it in the comments below. We want to hear from you because we would love to pour into you and have advice given to you guys. That's why we're all here, right? And then don't forget to follow us on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, Call Your Mom Podcast. And we can't wait to see you next time.
And don't forget, you can always call your mom.